Hi everyone. So I'm sure that most of the parents must have seen their child's teeth and must be concerned about the spaces that they saw in between their child's teeth, and they must be wondering that we have spaces in my child's teeth, and is that normal? So yes, this is absolutely normal. Now we need to understand that spaces are normal if they're of these two kinds. First is the primate space, and second is the general spacing or the generalized space. Now, what do you mean by primate space? Primate spaces are basically those spaces which are present in the milk teeth set. That means in the primary dentition, whenever you have space between the lower canine and first molar, as you can see in the arrow, and the upper arrow, which shows the gap between the upper lateral incisors and the upper canine. So if you have spaces in between these two teeth, then you have absolutely no problem in your child's teeth. Second, what we have is the generalized spacing. Now, generalized spacing, that means you have space all through the teeth that are present in his or her mouth. Why does this happen? This is basically a good indication because the permanent teeth that is going to come at their places are wider than the primary teeth or the milk teeth. And obviously, when these milk teeth fall and you have the wider permanent teeth coming in, they need more space to adjust in. And that is why each tooth has got some spaces on each side of its uh, on each of its side, so that it can accommodate the larger sized permanent incisors or any kind of permanent teeth basically. Now, what do we need to do? So, you need to do nothing. Yes. All you need to do is just wait for the transition to happen. That means wait for the primary teeth to fall and for the permanent teeth to come, and all of these spaces will be utilized in the eruption of the permanent teeth, because as I said earlier, the permanent teeth are wider than the milk or the primary teeth. Then yes, so you have to be patient all through the process of this transition, because other than these two spaces that I've just mentioned, there are other changes also that happen while there is a transition happening from milk teeth to permanent teeth. So that's it. And yes, one important point that I forgot to mention, I hope you might have understood this, that this is the situation that arises in only a milk dentition. That means when the child has only the milk teeth in his or her mouth, then these spaces are seen, and these are absolutely normal to be seen at that time. And if there's anything else you want to know, you can let me know. I thought of addressing this topic because this is the most commonly asked question by most of the parents that come to me. So I thought it'll be helpful to make a small addition to this from my side. Till then, take care. Thank you.